Hello, and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Here on the Bitcoin chart, we are dealing still with the possible diagonal pattern in the blue scenario. In this scenario, the price is likely in a five-wave pattern in a diagonal structure, which started on the 27th of January, so on Monday. And this is what we're tracking at the moment primarily. If you watched the last videos, then you know that we were already watching for the development of a fourth wave. So we're going to take a look at that in a minute. But yeah, from a wave structure point of view, I mean, I would say it has likely bottomed, but it takes 5 waves up to confirm. There is a short-term bearish scenario still available, which is highlighted here in yellow. And in this scenario, we can say this was a wave 1. And the wave 2 is still unfolding. It's just a very, very extended, very protracted wave 2. So that we have a wave W, a wave X, and a wave Y. And then in this Y wave, we have an A, B, and the C wave down could still follow. So W, X, Y, and then A, B, C. And this is now a B wave. But to confirm this, the price would need to break below support. So I would not really focus on this scenario until the price breaks and sustains below the 61.8 FIB level that we're tracking here as support for the blue count. And that level is located at $101,729. So it's quite simple. As long as we're holding above it, the focus remains on higher prices. Okay, but even if the price breaks below the upper boundary, below the upper support area here, yeah? So below 101,729. The lower support area, all the way down to 92,665, you know, it's still relevant. It was relevant a few days ago. It was relevant when the price hit it on Monday, the 27th. So it would then just shift the focus back to the yellow scenario, and it would shift the focus on this support area, which can allow the price to go a little bit lower. All the way down to 92,665. So it would be short-term bearish, but would still be part of the overall bullish scenario that we have been tracking from the 13th of January low. Okay, because as long as this support area is holding, and I'm just shifting it a little bit to the right because time goes on, but as long as this support area is holding down there, this level specifically, the idea is that a larger degree fourth wave bottomed on the 13th of January. And that scenario is, valid for both of these microstructures I'm tracking, short-term bullish and short-term bearish. So they are really just part of the same scenario, just two different variations of exactly the same scenario. So if we zoom in a little bit, then you can see that we are tracking here this blue scenario to the upside, okay? And in this scenario, the price already bottomed on Monday, the 27th. I would say, the price has likely bottomed, but the thing is, yellow is still valid, and we haven't broken any support. So it's sort of in a bit no man's land, because this, for me, is the leading count here, as long as we are above 101,729. However, the move to the upside is not impulsive, so we cannot fully trust it. And we can really only confirm that wave 2 bottomed on the 27th, should the market form a 5-wave move up. So one more wave is missing. This is typically where they fail now, if it's not bottomed, okay, after 3 waves. So what we need to see is a 5th wave, and then we can call that wave 1. And then we can say, okay, wave 2 should form a higher low. At the moment, probabilities are still fairly balanced between blue and yellow, because we don't have, in whatever way you try to count it, but we don't have 5 waves up yet. So we need 5 waves, as shown here, and then the 3-wave pullback could be the next setup, the wave 2. And if the market forms one more high in blue wave 5, then 107,330 or 108,390 are the next targets. Now, the price is clearly now in this wave 4 correction. We've been watching for that yesterday. It's can't say it's bottom. There's no evidence for it. I'm obviously watching for it. The price could still comfortably drop all the way down to 102,630 or even 101,730 without invalidating the structure. And I'm just watching for a reaction. I mean, ideally the price would hold in the channel, but these channels are super unreliable. I have to say that. It would be ideal, but they are super unreliable, especially in crypto. So I show them when I see them, but I'm not sure if the price will really react. So yeah, that's the situation, right? I can't confirm yet that we've formed the low here. Actually, the reaction from the low looks a little bit like a 3-wave move up, but that's not a problem because even wave 5 would be an ABC structure. So it could be 3 waves in A. Okay, so it's, yeah, can't, there's no point in labeling this. But overall, I think the parameters are very clear. We are looking for higher prices as long as the price holds above 101,729. Ideally, the price stays in the price channel, but I'm not convinced. They're too unreliable. And below the upper support area, the lower support comes into focus. Then for a short-term bearish, but still overall bullish scenario shown in yellow. That's the update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.